Welcome back to Insight. One of our favorite guests is People TrueCare. And Brian, thanks for coming in and talking about what you guys do, because, again, keeping seniors in their home longer is just, it should be everybody's goal.
For sure, exactly. It's interesting. People TrueCare started from my background as a estate planning and elder law attorney. And what I saw when I was speaking with my clients, is that they wanted to remain in their home. They didn't want to be a burden to their children, to their families, and so forth. So it was important to them. I was visiting with them about the type of care that they were wanting, what was important to them, what was important to their family members, and so forth. And that started the whole idea of People TrueCare. And from that has stemmed this beautiful organization where we do provide for folks in their home with our mature and trained staff. So we're very pleased with how that's unfolded over the past 5 years. I can't believe it. It's been 5 years.
That is amazing. 5 years, though. But again, the growth has been incredible because the need is there. People want to stay in their homes.
For sure. Everyone wants to stay in their home. They want to remain in their environment with which they're comfortable, in their familiar surroundings. They don't want to be a burden to their children, to their family members, and so forth. They thrive in that environment, and we love to be able to provide that type of service to them. Through our care providers.
Let's talk about some of that, what that service looks like, because it's not, you're not providing, bringing up medical machines and, nursing care.
We can coordinate all of that for our clients. Right. However, the type of work that we typically are doing is everything that the client would need to do for themselves with their own hands. So if they need assistance with bathing, if they need assistance with meal preparation, if they just need companionship care, we're able to provide that. We're able to do things like going to the doctor's office with them and so forth. And if we need to be the liaison between the family and the client and the doctor's office and so forth, we can do that as well. Mm-hmm. We do everything that they need to have done inside their house that's non-medical care to keep them in their home or to keep them in an environment which they call home.
Right, and it's so often, I think people kind of start out doing mom or dad a favor, and then it becomes a chore as it becomes more routine, and there's a really good way to work you guys into that for people.
Sure. I think what's important to realize is that to keep the family dynamics in place such that you can be the daughter to your parent, you can be the son to your parent, as opposed to being the care provider. It's much easier when you have someone coming in that's trained to do this, working with your mother or working with your father on a day-to-day basis versus a child having to do that. It takes the responsibility away from the child. It permits the familiar relationship to stay in place for the parent, the individual that we're taking care of, and the rest of the family versus them being the care provider.
And so often it's the solution for families who only may have one child nearby and don't want to dump that all on one kid. Share the work and call you guys.
Right. It's interesting that you say that because initially that's exactly what was happening. There were people that were needing care in their home and their children were afar. So I was going out into the community finding people to come into my clients' homes and provide care for them. One client, two clients, three clients, and I saw there was a huge need here. So it grew from that. Yeah. You're exactly right. And it allows the child that's living out of state to know what's happening, and for us to be the contact between them and their parent and the healthcare providers and so forth. So we provide that non-medical care for them that they need to stay at home, stay independent, not to be a burden, of course.
And of course, one of the other secrets of success we don't have time to get into today is making sure that you hire the right people, which you guys have done an overwhelmingly great job with. We'll have to touch on that again next time you're back.
I'm very proud of our staff.
Yeah, the staff is fantastic. People TrueCare, if you want to keep mom or dad, or if you want to make the phone call yourself in your home longer. People TrueCare. We'll be right back on Insight.